Now, for the children who are walking, we can always help them improve their strength and stability by walking on the level surface and also on uneven surfaces. Now, since we are staying at home, we cannot walk on grassy area and sandy beaches, but we can always walk on top of the pillow. See, we can always use pillow, to recreate that uneven surfaces. Now, if you are working on the carpet surface, then at least there's some resistance or friction to offer. But when it's hard surface, then you can put some yoga mat. Yeah. So our pillow is not going to slip and slide. Now, we can ask the child to keep their balance by walking on top of the pillow. And we can also use some manipulative toys, either puzzle pieces or anything that the child can transfer from point A to point B while walking over the pillow. Now, so keep your balance, and that's how you do it. And you can also do some activities like squatting while using this pillow. Now, for squatting, it's the same principle. We have to keep our feet straight and pointing forward. Make sure when you bend your knees, you have to bend both knees together. Spread the knees so you can reach down and pick up some manipulative toys and put it on top of the surface. Now, we can also help the child step up and over a stepper. Now, we have to make sure that the child is able to lead with either left or right leg. And for this activity, it is crucial for the hand placement. So we have to remember we don't want it to give that much support to the child because we want the child to work and challenge the muscles just to be able to improve the strength and stability. So the higher the support, the less work for the baby. But if I put my hand placement lower, like the hip area, then the baby has to make sure, whoa, baby has to keep the balance and keep standing straight. Now, what we can do is like say, okay, now keep the balance, baby, and then you can step up. Now, when it comes to jumping, here is what we need to tell the baby. Now, we have to bend our knees, both knees together. Now, as you can see, the baby has to bend the knees. And then we have to tell the baby to push the footsies up and away from the supporting surface. And once the baby do push and straighten the knee, we have to help the body, we have to help carry the weight of the baby's body by trying to put our hands under the axilla and then lift the baby up and then go down. Now, then the baby will be like, oh, so every time I push my feet off the supporting surface, I propel my weight up and jump down. Now, that's a really good activity. And if the child is able to do that sequence really good, then you can progress into jumping forward. Jumping forward, we can always use chalk, to color the floor from point A to point B. Or you can always use some socks, different colored socks. Now we can tell the baby like jump from one socks to another. And you can start with either like 4 or 5 inches and then you can progress the distance further. Now the child is standing and we say, now baby, you have to bend your knees and then push. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, jump. And the baby will jump to the next colored socks. And we can also, let's say, make that jumping activity a little bit more challenging by jumping over the hurdle. But since we don't have the hurdles here, we can always roll a towel. And then we can tell the child, yeah, it's the same concept. We have to bend our knees and then jump over the hurdles. But most of the time, we would see the child bend their knees and then just like, oh, stepping over. That's totally fine. And we just have to remind the child, remember when we are jumping, we do it with both feet together. Now let's try again. So it's just a matter of like practice, trying to do it over and over up until the child is able to, let's say, completely bend the knees and then uh, straighten the knees through extension and then jump over. It's just a matter of trying to polish the activities. Well, I hope I gave you some pointers on how to jump over